Hi there, my name is Sunil Yadav. I'm going to talk about how we can use KStream in Spring Boot. So let's get started. Might be you have already used Kafka, like you have created topic and you are putting data into topic and you are producing data and consuming data. But how we can use KStream and why we need it. So KStream is basically a Java library that is if you see here, right, one is this is one of interface. We need to pass key and value, right? So depend upon key or value, right? Depend upon key how we can do the transformation of the data. Like you have you are getting the data in streaming way, and you can apply the transformation, like you can apply branch filtering, like flat map, and you do some transformation with the data, like group by keys, like group by keys, and you can join the data, you can do left outer join. So basically you're talking here, you can how you can do like in transformation with the existing data, whatever you have in topic, and you can derive some meaningful result, right, to do some analysis of your data, right, without storing in your local database, because that is already data present in Kafka topic, right? Why you need to put into the database and do the transformation. So you can do runtime uh, with those data and drive some meaningful businessful meaningful logic. So like Kafka streaming, if you see here is new one of Apache kafka.apache.org. Here they have put it why we need to use Kafka streaming, and so many details, and who used and what is the benefit we have and how we can use it, right? So here they have mentioned, right, if you want to use how you can use just simple Java project, like you need to put properties, right? You need to define srd key, right, and srd for the value what data type you have, because we need to do serialization and deserialization of the data, right? Once we receive data from the Kafka topic, right, we need to deserialize, right, while we are consuming the data into Java object, because in streaming we have to serialize and deserialize the data if we want to use streaming. So suppose if you want to use Spring Boot, so how you can start it with it. So here what I'm trying to do here, I'm going to just show you. So suppose if you want to use Java, Kotlin and Groovy, whatever language you have choice, you can do that. But for me, I like to work with Gradle tool, right, build tool, and Kotlin language, and like by default whatever version is there, and Java 11 you can choose, or Java 17, and you can choose these two dependencies, Cloud Stream and Spring for Apache Kafka Stream, right? And I think that is enough for we can go with that setting. And first we need to you make sure you have installed Java, Confluent Java and Confluent Kafka in your local machine. So here if you see here, right, I have set up the Confluent Kafka, and here is service is already started and it's running, and I'm able to produce some data here, right? So I created one topic event, and I'm using the broker list is localhost 9092. And if you see here, here is my control center is working as well perfectly fine. So here if you see, I have event topic. So you can come here and create the topic, add new topic, right, and give name, number of partition. I'm using one, depend upon you how many partition you want to use. If you have multiple brokers, sorry, multiple consumers help to create uh, multiple thread to consume on the depend upon partitions, right, concurrently. So it will going to fast, like consuming the data. So here if you see this KStream we need to use. So basically we are using like Spring Boot, so we don't need to do some basic configuration here the way we are doing here simple Java application. If you want you can do the simple one, but if you are using Spring Boot, so Spring Boot provide some like abstract level things. You need to define minimum thing, like declare the minimum thing, and you can get it used Spring, like is Kafka stream. So if you see here, right, what we need to do, so just you define the application.ml file, and in this file what we need to define minimum configuration. So because I'm using a Spring Cloud Stream, so I need to provide the brokers in the binder. So if you see this hierarchy, right, so Spring Cloud, under cloud everything is coming up. So under this you see the stream, right, so stream is also the top class parent. So, and then you have Kafka, right, under Kafka you have two child, right, Kafka and then bindings. So if you go to Kafka, right, so we have binder. So binder basically we need to define like Kafka rated configuration. So what is the broker details, like if I'm using localhost 9092, and then configuration. So for I'm using KStream, so we are need to define, if you see here, right, KStream, so we need to say key and value, what data type we are going to use. So we need to define a SRD for it, right. So here I am saying my key SRD type is org Apache Kafka Common Serialization SRD, string type SRD, right, and the value I'm going to consume. So this is string type and value is also string type. So I we need to define the bindings. So in bindings we need to define what is the topic name, no, not topic name, method name, right, method name, and so this is in means we are going to consume, right, data, and this is hyphen then 0, and destination the topic name, basically from which topic I'm going to consume the data. So this is everything is you can configure in this ML file, and that's what I did. And now if you go to demo.application.kt, so this is, I think this code you already have seen. This is the automatically this code is going to be generated once you come to string.io-synthesizer. So if you see here, explore, so now you see here nsrc demo.kt. So these already this code are present. So what I'm adding here is new code is I'm just defining the one component event consumer, and here I am defining functional way, right, like the bean type and event. This is a method name, and method name we are defining here the same method name you need to match, event hyphen in hyphen 0. So here if you see, I'm saying this is consumer, right, so this is functional interface consumer, and in this consumer I'm saying is KStream I'm going to consume, and data type is string and string, right, and here I'm returning the consumer, and from this consumer I can, you can see we are getting the object, and I'm using for each method, right. So if you go to command v, so this is the KStream method for each, right, so this is just perform an action on each record of KStream. This is stateless record by record operation. So we are just consuming the data as a stream and just printing out, consuming it. So this is terminal operator, right, we are not doing anything transferring, so just we are consuming it and just we are printing here. So I'm saying key and value. So now if you see, I'm using I'm not using any key at all, right, so you will see the value. So if you start it again, this method is already started. So here, and let's push some message, right, JSON message, just say name, Sunil, right, and if I come here, right, I can see it's taking some second to consume the data. You see now it's coming the data. Here you see a key, and key is null because I'm not sending a key at all, and value is Sunil. So I'm able to consume the data. So because this is just JSON, right, so Spring internally converting deserializing data as a JSON format by default, right, JSON to string basically. So if I say here hi, here we will see data here hi, right, here we are getting the value. So we are able to consume the data using the KStream APIs using the Spring Boot. So hopefully you learn something, and in next lecture I will explain how we can use advanced level method in KStream, how we can use like Abro to do the transformation, and how we can use these method like filter, filter not, filter map, group by key, all those things I will explain in coming lectures. So thank you so much for your time. Hope you like this video. Please subscribe my channel and share your feedback. Thank you.